Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center and welcome to the world of magic and miracles. Thank you for joining me today, each and every one of you. I see you as clearly as you see me. I see the light coming from each one of you. I see it spreading to those that you come in contact with and those that don't even know you exist. I thank Barbara and Genya for their broadcast this week. Always amazing. The detail is perfect. And the transmissions of themselves, like a flower, where there's always beauty and yet there's also always more to come. The blossoming of another blossom next to the one that we see. So thank you, both of you, as always. Genya spoke on her broadcast about the hamster wheel coming to a stop. And that's a little bit about what I wanted to share. That this time in history is quite an incredible time. And at the same time, we've been here before. It's a reset or a pause. And it's come about for many reasons. But it doesn't really matter what they are. It's an opportunity for many who were riding their vehicle to the edge of the cliff. And all of a sudden, the brakes were applied. And people got out of their cars and not only noticed that they might be heading over the cliff, but to actually notice that there was a cliff. And to the right of the cliff, there was a valley. And in the valley were flowers. And on the flowers were bees and hummingbirds and all kinds of birds. So all of a sudden, there was life where there had been no life. The life always existed. But in that vehicle, you pass by it so fast that you don't think it exists. And so as people felt their freedom taken, it was actually given back to you. The freedom to live, to get out of the vehicle. And many are too frightened to live at this moment. But just to pause, just for a second, made them consider that there's another way. And from that place, flowers can bloom. And your life can change. As I've said many times before, change is always coming. It never stops. And it's always coming to help you grow. So many of the things that you're hearing or seeing in this time of pause, some are great expressions of people stepping into freedom. But go inside yourself. Turn off the information. Everything you need to know is inside of you. Any questions you have the answer. And this is an opportunity for you to develop that awareness within yourself, that skill, that power, that freedom that can only exist from within inside of you. If you can imagine that you're in a movie or a story that you've written with all the characters that are part of your world, characters that even if they die, you can write them back into the story. You can have recurring characters. And the story is never ending. Not even you know how it ends. Because the producers always have the right of final edit. But you have the power and the pen to write a new story for you at all times. If your character is sick, change it to they're healed. If your character is afraid, change it to a powerful character, fearless. You decide. And in that power to decide, you make this reality that appears to have so much influence and power null and void. And you stand outside of it, being able to offer to those who think they're stuck in the story the way out. It is simplicity. And as you begin to know these things, not just believe them, you can help others. And you'll stand above all things. As the writer of all creation. There's nothing that has power over you. You require nothing. Open your eyes, and you will see it for yourself. First, by remembering that you are not from here. And when you know you are not from here, you will not be affected by the things that are here. You are beyond those things. And who you are is greater than anything that exists here and anything you can imagine. And the switch will be turned back on soon for the rat race, as I call it. And many will jump back in their vehicles and once again head for the cliff. But many will have a new awareness, a new perspective of what really matters. Caring for one another, sharing with one another, just being kind. With their family, their friends, and everyone they meet. And that new awareness will spread like a virus. Throughout humanity. And the numbers of those heading for the cliff will start to become far less than those standing outside their vehicle, looking at the beauty. This world applies constant pressure to you to conform. You're not from here. The rules don't apply to you. Walk away from your desk and look at the trees. Get off your phone and look at the flowers. And come back when you're ready. There's no threat. The job doesn't belong to you. The house doesn't belong to you. The car doesn't belong to you. You're just borrowing them. Know who you are. So that others can know who they are. My friend used to say to me, "Tell me a story." So I'm going to read something I've written before that's like a story. It's called What If I Told You? What if I told you that you are perfect? What if I told you that you are brilliant? What if I told you that you are harmonious? What if I told you that you were the one, that you were perfection, that you were the sun? What if I told you that I see through your fright, that you're brilliantly brilliant, behind your eyes so much light? What if I told you that all the beauty I see is pouring out from your heart when you decide to just be yourself, with a smile on your face, a sparkle in your eye, You changed the world with your grace. What if I told you that you have all that you need? Health, wealth, and love, all inside your own being. And what if I told you that, like Jesus, you are the light of the world, a bright shining star? I've come here to tell you how brilliant you are, how perfect, how beautiful. You've traveled so far to share all your gifts with a smile on your face. So magnificent you are, beyond all time and space. Yes, I've come here to tell you, I see you inside your heart. Please believe me when I tell you, you've been brilliant from the start. That final veil. As I sit beneath the tree, the breath of life comes over me. I hear the words, the melody, the love for all humanity. Your royalty, thy will be done. Let freedom ring, thy kingdom come. So sing with me in harmony, the love for all humanity. These words we sing to set you free. We sing as one for all to see, that beyond this door the shackles fall. You're free at last, I heard them call. The choir sings your name, all hail. You've walked beyond that final veil. Mm-hmm. 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 La la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. So sing with me in harmony, the love for all humanity. These words we sing to set you free. We sing as one for all to see, that beyond this door the shackles fall. You're free at last, I heard them call. The choir sings your name, all hail. You've walked beyond that final veil. Yes, you walked beyond that final veil. Finally, beacon on a hill. We are not from here. There are different levels of this statement for each person. There are some that truly have no reference to this human existence, but most of us do. So it is more difficult to know what it means to say those words. When you begin to have an awareness of the feeling of not being from here, you have opened the door to seeing where you really come from, who you are, and why you have come here. Once you experience that, the mundane problems of your life will disappear because they cannot live in the same place as that being that you just saw. Many will consciously and unconsciously try and remind you that you are from here, and the same problems that affect them affect you. But as you continue to move forward on this journey, many times alone, you will be reminded that you are holding a space for them to enter into when they are ready. There have been many moments along your journey when you knew that not being from here was true. You did not come to this world to succeed or become rich. You are beyond success and money. You did not come to this world expecting to find justice, integrity, or love. You are bringing justice, integrity, and love. And you did not come to this world to find peace and harmony, because it is you who are bringing the peace and harmony. There may have been many times in your human experience where you could have succumbed to going after the money, the fame, and the human dream, but you could not. You always chose to serve instead of being served. And in that, you had no choice. It was always the case because you are not from here. And those choices were not a part of your character or your essence. So stand tall now and be of good cheer, for you are lighting up every place you go and every person that you encounter with a light that can never be put out. You are a beacon on a hill, no matter where you are. And one day you will see the ships that were kept from crashing into the rocks because of your brilliance and magnificent light. Thank you for coming to planet Earth. Now feel your origin and your majesty, and know that it is your love for humanity and Gaia herself that has brought you here. See that the so-called problems of humanity are not your problems. Humanity's hope is that there is someone who is immune to all that is seen, every virus and program, so that they might remember that they are immune to that someone is you. Because you are not from here. Thank you for being here today. Continue to spread your light. Transmit from your beacon on the hill. I am with you. And I wish you a perfect life, perfect health, and a magic future. Thank you.